Hey guys, how are you? It's John C. Morley here, and you are tuned into IFYL, Inspirations for Your Life. Great to be with you. Just a few minutes before 11. Really want to thank you for popping in. If you're new here, why don't you grab that smartphone for me? And you'll notice there's a QR code that just appeared at the right. And just point your phone to that QR code, touch the yellow ellipse. You'll get my link tree as easy as that. If you're not watching me, but you are listening only, well, then go to believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations just for you guys. So I do want to thank you, whether you're here at 5 minutes to 11 at night or 5 minutes to 11 in the morning or 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. I'm so grateful that you're here with me because we have an amazing show. We start on Saturday with a brand new master topic, and we roll all the way through the week to a brand new topic starting on Saturday. So we go from Saturday to Friday. Really, really cool. So we got a great topic here tonight. But before I get into the topic, I want to share something because everyone says to me, hey, John, what is it you do? Well, I'm going to tell you what I do because everyone always asks me. So I help people tell a story that leads to them growing a more scalable and profitable business. I typically work with companies that net around 5, 10 million or more, and I help them bring that story out to the world so they can get more exposure, more people know what they do, and people will want to learn and do business with them. So that's what I do. You can reach out to me at believemeachieve.com at the QR code. Happy to help you tell your story. So let's get right into the topic, everyone. Here we are. All right. Inspirations for Your Life. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a great big thank you to everyone because we are very close. Probably by the time this publishes into the audio podcast, we'll be at 20,000 downloads. I think at the time of this, we're at 19,600. So I'm very, very grateful of that. Subscribers keep growing. So thank you very much. We have an amazing topic tonight. We are on Series 2, means we're in the second year, Show 40, Episode number 1, the difference between being nice and getting taken advantage of. So, I think the big challenge with a lot of people when they hear this is that, they're like, I don't know, John, that doesn't sound like anything crazy. But it's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people are actually too nice. All right. So before we can really understand this, let's go over to Merriam-Webster and let's look up what the word nice means. Okay, nice. All right. So according to Merriam-Webster, nice is an adjective. Well-bred, virtuous, respectable. Okay. The thing about being nice is that a lot of people expect others to be nice. Now, there's nice and then there's being taken advantage of. We're going to cover all that this whole week. But just what is it to be nice? So how do you be nice to someone? I think being nice starts out with your demeanor. When you're around someone, do you say hello to them? Do you wave to them? Do you smile? That's being nice. If there's a new coworker, do you offer them information like, hey, if you get stuck, here's my number? That's being nice. Maybe you're in school and you're with several classmates, and somebody sitting right next to you say, hey, if you need a pen or pencil, my parents gave me a whole bag of them, so if anybody needs them, I'm happy to share. Let you borrow one. And so these are the attributes, what we say, being nice. Being nice. You might have heard people say, be nice now, because some people might have this arrogant attitude that pops up, or they might become selfish, right? So being nice can be done a lot of ways. So you might be saying to me, John, what are, some ways to be nice to others? Well, there are a lot of ways you could be nice to people. You could do something as very simple as, basically just acting respectful around them. You can laugh at your own flaws. You can encourage others. You can give your time to others. You can accept failures and stop thinking of I told you so. You can walk in their shoes. You can lead with an attitude of gratitude. I love that one. That's my favorite. Build tolerance by learning about new people, cultures, cuisines, right? Again, don't be smug. When people mess up, just tell them, and you don't have to say, hey, I had warned you about that. We all make mistakes. Instead, it happens. How can I help you so it doesn't happen next time? Kindness, like charity, starts at home. So be kind to yourself first, and then you'll be able to be kind to others. Show interest in what other people care about. Very similar to Dale Carnegie. Strive to become genuinely interested in that other person, right? Find beauty in other people. Find beauty in other people. And that might sound like a pretty easy thing. It could be something as simple as, hey, your hair looks nice. It's a nice shirt, nice pair of slacks. You can do things like that. And they're very easy to do. And it will make the person feel like $1,000,000. Why? Because other people are so busy and they're just not taking the time to say, hey, you look nice, or hey, that looks great on you. People are so into themselves, and I think that becomes a problem for others. It becomes a real problem. And so, being nice has been a staple that we have learned from for a long time. You might have heard the phrase, eat humble pie every day. Being humble is a virtue, right? And of course, we don't mean to eat pie. We're talking about, let other people know, you're on their level. Find beauty in everyone. Make sure that you say thank you and you express gratitude. I can't tell you how many times I've said that. Call people by their names and say their names correctly. If you see the same cashier at the bank or at the supermarket, hey Jill, hey Bob, hey Hank, it makes people feel valued, even if they don't remember your name. Invite people into your personal space as a show of comfort. This means shaking hands, giving someone a hug to comfort them, or even a kind shoulder bump when someone needs that personal touch. Share what you have with others. Apologize from the heart when necessary. I think that's a very important one. Stop teasing others. Good humor is great, but there's a point when you can use humor and it can really make people feel uncomfortable. You can feel free to compliment others, but don't do this haphazardly. In other words, when you compliment people, compliment from the heart. Don't compliment because you have to compliment them. Compliment them because you want to. When you feel impatient, just take a deep breath, okay? The situation get unpleasant fast, and then you might say things or do things that you'd later regret, all because of a heated moment. Let other people know you're human. I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. Okay? People will love that you show your human side. Look for ways to help other people. Okay? This could be something as simple as holding the door open for them. Maybe they drop something, pick it up for them. You know, if you find that, it might be something like you need to learn something because maybe you're rude to people because that's how you are, but maybe it's learning that the reason that this is actually happening is because the person might have a disability and you're thinking it's just because they're being slow. It might be their disability. Cheer up surprises are great for friends, for family. They're just because gifts. I think that's a really cool thing to do. And people like those things. Maybe call someone you haven't called in a while. Spread some unexpected joy. Could be bringing a meal over to someone. You know, there's lots of things you can do. But I think the most important things is you need to do these things from the heart, not because I'm telling you to do them or someone else is telling you to do them. You need to do that from the heart. So kindness sometimes challenges people, but kindness is important because kindness is contagious. If we're kind, other people will definitely do it. Maybe you bought someone lunch opened the door for someone or paid it forward in some other manner, like putting money in the meter or buying them a drink at the restaurant. Kindness allows you to put your best foot forward and allows the other person to see, hey, the world's a great place. I should start showing that side of me, right? Maybe go through your photo albums and send your friends pictures of your favorite moments together. I talked about the surprises. Those are good things to do. You can host your own story or unique experience with strangers via an Airbnb. Send close ones a virtual recording of a song you played or sang for them, maybe a funny time. You can send a thank you digital note, right? You could write someone a thank you card. Make an introduction to two people who should know each other. Maybe you're on social media. Maybe you just did a post for someone. Maybe you did a one-on-one, and you want to thank them for that one-on-one. So you actually could do that as a digital post. Maybe offering to take a photo for a family or a couple when you're out and you see they're trying to get ready for a picture. You can just help them with that. Tip your waitress or server for their service. Don't be stingy. I think these are important things. And you might say, John, what does it matter? Maybe it's your hairdresser, it could be your barber. Tip them an extra dollar. You might say, well, John, that's crazy. No, that extra dollar isn't going to make or break you, and it's going to make their day so much happier. I've done that before, and not only is the person friendly, but they literally shook my hand at the end. That's something they normally don't do. Find the car of your partner, roommate, or parents, best friend, and take it to the car wash. That's a nice thing to do, right? Write 5 nice recommendations on LinkedIn for people you have worked with. Maybe you could do something nice like write a glowing review for someone's book that you read that you really enjoyed. You can do some amazing things like you don't have to give big gifts. You could be a micro giver. You can give a small amount, like a bar of candy, a cup of coffee. It's the thought. It's not how much money you spend. Start a reciprocity ring. And it's when you ask, share, and provide resources to the people in your life. And then you check out the one we started in certain places, like you could do it on Facebook and things like that. So one starter, you can just tell people about that. Buy donuts or candies for your coworkers. Maybe make a meal for a friend or someone that's needy for that. Volunteer doesn't mean that you work for free. It means giving back to the community that has grown you food. Built your home and helped you become the person you are today. So again, volunteering does not mean that you do stuff for free. It means that you give back to the community. That's a very important thing. I think a lot of people miss the fact that volunteering is not working for free. All right. You can basically help a class as a teacher's assistant. Maybe draw awareness to a group like a charity. You could read an uplifting book. You could give some of your old furniture or clothing to someone who's in need, like a friend or someone else. Offer to babysit for a friend, or maybe help to dog sit or pet sit, right? Plan a trip somewhere that you've always wanted to visit. Maybe buy a new board game and ask your friends to play it with you. Start a gratitude journal. Go for a walk or camp in nature, and say no to fake friends and toxic relationships. Treat yourself to that chocolate brownie. Go ahead and have it. You don't have it every day. Treat yourself to a fancy haircut or a spa day, and start a new meditation practice. These are just some things that you can do. And I feel that when we understand this, like the value of our life and what it means and how we can make our life so much better, really can transcend with the fact that we have a choice in this world. Do we want to be nice, or do we want to get taken advantage of? And we're going to be talking more about that in other episodes this week. But let's start out today with just the premise of being nice. Maybe tomorrow or later today, why don't you maybe go buy somebody a cup of coffee? Maybe you're in a drive-through and just offer to pay for the cup of coffee of the people behind you. Maybe you're seeing somebody, frantically in the store, or just has one or two items and they're in a rush. Let them go ahead of you, and don't expect anything in return. Actually, 2 days in, but Saturday's kind of like the big kickoff. So for us, because we start a brand new episode, I want to tell you guys what I do, just so you guys know. I actually help people tell a story that leads to them growing a more scalable and profitable business. And I typically work with companies that bring in 5, 10 million or more. Allow me to help you tell your story, because when I do that, I think you're going to be amazed with the fact that your life will change when people understand one thing. What is your story? Now, there's a lot of people out there that claim they want to help you, but they don't really help you. We're going to be getting into all that this week. Again, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. Like, love, support, share this out with everyone you know on social media. Go to believemeachieve.com, scan the QR code, click on the link, help keep our content free. Buy my team and I a cup of coffee, a bowl of fruit, or how about some delicious desserts? Either way, we'll be grateful. With those pennies and dollars you invest into us, we'll put that into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities, to give you the most jaw-dropping motivational content to empower you to have a life that'll probably blow you away. So have yourself a great rest of your night. And you know what? I'm going to see you guys on another show real soon, unless you see me on another one of my pieces of content before. Take care and have